Hello and happy Thanksgiving and day 23 of our Thankful for 30 challenge. Today, we are gonna keep this short and sweet because I know you've got things to do, but I really want to get this message to you before you head off to your family gathering. I hope that you are headed off, gonna go spend some time with friends, family, loved ones, whatever that might be. Or if you were someone who works today, I hope that you can still implement this because I did want to keep that in mind as well. I know not everybody gets this day off. Some have to work, some of you are working today so that you don't have to work on Christmas, so on and so forth. But this tip can absolutely help you, and that is to have meaningful conversations.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.
So what I mean by that is, we've talked a little bit about this in former videos within this series. Really what it comes down to is what we've talked about, and that is making eye contact with people. That is asking them questions about their lives. One thing that my husband and I both very much feel when it comes to other people and relationships with others is we will notice if other people, especially if we're brand new to knowing them, if they are the type of person that asks you about you, or if they are the type of person that only ever talks about themselves. And what's so interesting is the fact that many of our closest friends, family members that we're close with, all of that, are the people who ask you how you're doing, ask you how work's going, how life is, how family is. They just wanna know about you. The best way that we can develop relationships with others is by not being selfish, but instead being selfless, talking about other people. People love to talk about themselves, so I get it. If you're the type of person that likes to tell all the things that you have going on in your life, that's great. And I'm not saying don't do that, but I am saying ask other people about them. And don't just do the surface level, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine too, and moving forward. No. Ask them, how is work going? What do you do? What does a typical day in your life look like if you want to talk about work? Or how's family? Oh, family's good. Are they healthy? Like, when's the last time you saw them? Have you gone on any family vacations lately? Are the kids active in any sort of extracurriculars right now? Just that kind of thing, maybe get into talking about what they do in their spare time. Like, are you a reader? If so, and you're a reader too, talk about what kind of books you read, share that kind of stuff. Have you seen any good movies lately? If you live locally to each other, what good restaurants have you eaten at recently? Really ask questions that aren't just a fine, really basic answer where people aren't actually getting to express themselves. People feel cared about when you prove that you actually care about them. And those relationships will be so much more meaningful. They will be so much more deep and rich. You and the other person and anyone else that you take the time to do this with will feel so much more of a connection with you when it's all said and done. So that's it. I want to encourage you today to have deeper conversations with everyone that you come in contact with, whether that's friends, whether that's family, whether that's coworkers, whether that's strangers that come in because you're working at your job, or you maybe pass as you're stopping at the gas station, or whatever that might be. Take some time and have some meaningful conversations that you maybe are eliciting the questions initially, but then you're gonna have your chance to talk about things too. And even if you don't, even if somebody maybe doesn't return the favor and ask those questions to you, that is okay. You are still doing something that is going to make such a difference maybe in their life, and you're gonna feel good about that too. But more than anything, my point with this is it ultimately helps you focus on the actual reason that we're all coming together and that we're actually coming and spending time with our family members and our loved ones. It's not just about the food. Yes, the food is great and it is a big part of it, but it's actually not just about the food. It's about the people that you're sitting around that table with. It's about the people that you're sitting in that living room with, that you're eating that pie with. That is what it comes down to. That's what it actually matters. And having those meaningful conversations can really help you feel like you're getting so much more out of these events and have a deeper relationship with people that maybe you've lost touch with over the years, or life has gotten busy and you just don't see them as much, or whatever that might look like. 5 minutes of deeper conversation can make you feel so much better, as well as the other person that you're having that interaction with. And to me, that is just so special. And when people are gone, when we're gone, you're gonna remember those things. You're gonna remember those funny little anecdotes, or you may learn a bunch of things that you never knew before. This is something that I literally love and I strive to do when I go to different gatherings. I try to ask questions and learn about things. And then what's so funny is when I end up telling like my spouse, maybe it's someone on his family, his side of the family, who I'm like, hey, did you know XYZ about so-and-so? And he's like, no. And so I'm like, look at that. Like I uncovered something that you didn't even know, and you've been your family your whole life, you know, or whatever that looks like. So that is your challenge today, and what I hope that you will take and run with and enjoy on this beautiful, beautiful Thanksgiving that we are so blessed to be here and enjoy. All right, see you tomorrow.